Hey, welcome back. It's Thirsty Thursday, and we have lead-off hitters that come up in the first segment when we want to open your eyes and get you awake and ready to go. And then, like any great team, you got a cleanup hitter. And today, joining us in the cleanup spot, it's Howard Husock, who's the author of the new book, Who Killed Civil Society? The Rise of Big Government, the Decline of Bourgeois Norms. And he's also from the esteemed Manhattan Institute. And Howard, thank you again for joining us a little longer and helping us close out hour one. And you are a cleanup hitter because you look at things in macros and you can really dial into the details of it. And civil society being destroyed is, it's probably one of the scariest things because you see in our political discourse, we can't even meet in the middle on some stuff anymore. Right. And a lot of it goes back to what you say. People don't need to congregate as much. They don't need to get together at the local Little League to talk about safety issues or this or that because they send out an email to 500 families and one person goes down there with 50 proxies or something. And all those things are cutting down on our human social interactions.
That's it. Yeah, it's a big problem. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, so Howard, I was asking you before we went to break. The whole premise of your book is about how we fund different types of social services. You write that 100 years ago, there was a lot of investment in terms of formative services. Now it's migrated towards reformative. What does that actually mean, and why did that change take place?
Right. Well, thanks for that question, Frank. Historically, I talk about bourgeois norms. Sounds so
elitist.
Snotty, elitist. Yeah. But actually,
well, you're a think tank guy.
Bourgeois norms, what I mean by that is, saving money, working hard, getting married, don't have kids until you're married. Those are bourgeois norms. And it used to be that as a society, we had independent groups. Some people might know what a settlement house was at the turn of the century, in the 20th century, helped out new immigrants. And they said, look, this is the way you succeed in America. Maybe it was not like that when you came from rural areas, but this is how you succeed in America. These are the keys to the kingdom. And then over time, we became convinced that, well, no, people should just go off on their own, do whatever they want, and we'll help fix them after they make mistakes. And today, that's what the government spends. Are you ready for this? $53 billion on it. Wow. It's called the Administration for Children and Families. It's bigger than Treasury. It's bigger than Justice. It's bigger than Interior. And nobody ever heard of it. And they give contracts to all of these agencies that used to be independent and tells them, okay, this is what you do. You fix the teen pregnancy problem. You fix the substance abuse problem. As opposed to, no, tell people that there's no life satisfaction in using drugs. You need to have the cardinal virtues that make a good life. We've stopped doing that, both in religion and in secular organizations like the Boy Scouts, Big Brother, YMCAs. Those used to be bedrocks of the society, and government, because it gives people money to do something else, has squeezed that out.
And we
wonder why we're having these epidemics of joblessness and drug abuse.
So why did that change take place? If things were working pretty well when we were funding formative social services, why change it?
Right. Well, in the Depression, people had the idea that, well, maybe charity can help everybody. And that wasn't really true. Not when you're hungry, not when you're really down and out. And so the New Deal people, they said, okay, no, we got to have Social Security. We got to have those kind of things. But they went too far. They said, not only do we have to have money to help people when they're down and out, unemployment compensation, unemployment insurance, that kind of thing. But we need to have these social services, and we need an army of social workers to go out in the field, because that way we'll make sure everybody is ready for the job market. And that was a mistake.
If you missed this and you have it DVR'd and you just tuned in, go back and listen to this guy again, because he's talking about the things that were foundational to America, which we're getting away from. Like General Mattis was talking about a couple of weeks ago on his book tour about we got to get back to teaching American history in our schools. And Frankie, before we end this segment, we should have on Howard Husock with Scott Shea from Signature Bank, and we can call them our God Squad because they love bringing faith into everything, which is another foundational element of our country.
Well, we need not only a better economy, we need moral renewal in this country.
You heard it here first. Quick break, hour 2, right after this.